Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia, LA. Today I'm here with G and his badass Mustang that we've seen multiple times and been looking forward to shooting. What year, 65 or 6?
66.
It is 66. And you went coupe instead of fastback, which right away sets it into a different world.
Yeah, I did coupe just because I originally had one growing up. That was like my first car was the 66 coupe. So
oh, really?
I wanted to keep it going, you know, just with that.
Yeah. How long have you had the car for?
This one, I got it July 2018, so 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years. So it was a really quick build.
Yeah. Was it pretty clean? Was it?
No, it was really rough actually, but we ended up going through it. I pulled everything out and just started over again, full suspension, everything.
Well, let's pop the hood and we'll start there and kind of work our way through the build of the car.
All right, it's a full 91 Cobra swap. So engine, trans, rear end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my donor car, so bought that and pulled everything off of it. 347 stroker, low compression, 8.5 to 1. Powertrain Dynamics did the tune, so Dan did the tune and made 320 horsepower, 350 torque, which he was really happy with being that the compression was so low. So.
Yeah.
So I was good with that. We did CPP coilover suspension in the front, CJ pony parts, lower control arms, rods, all that stuff from the bottom. Did the CPP subframe connectors going back, disc brakes in the front. It's the factory Ford disc brakes, the old school stuff.
Like from an old Mustang?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So this was the crazy part of the story that I was getting to for you. This is my second build. Started off again with a 66 coupe 4 years ago. I was going all out road course car. That was my goal. I wanted road course. So full sparkle seats, sparkle steering wheel, you know, the whole nine. 4-link coilovers. I did a hydraulic clutch instead of a cable clutch like I did in this one. And I couldn't get it to bleed. And I was all like, what's wrong with this thing? So I asked Ben that built my engine. I was like, do you know anybody that could help me with this? So I took it to that guy. We put it in his garage next to his 66 Cobra. About 2 weeks later, I get a phone call. Gee, you won't believe what happened. He's all like, your car is gone. Burnt to the ground. His car and my car in his garage.
What happened?
Electrical fire.
Wow.
It jumped to his car because his car was a clone car, which I believe the clones are fiberglass, right? For the old school Cobras.
The Cobras, yeah. Most of
them,
them,
pretty much once it jumped to his car, that was a match. Poof, jumped to my car. It was a project car.
So you didn't have it insured at the time. So total loss.
Luckily, I did have some insurance on it, but it was not nowhere near the money I had into the car. So with that money, I was able to pick this up and do this budget build, and this is what I ended up with. This is the heart from that car. I was able to salvage the engine.
This was in that car?
In that car. Ben pulled it apart for me again, resurfaced the heads, rebuilt it, because we weren't sure with the heat in there if anything warped or anything. So he's all like, let's just pull it apart again, be safe, and go through it again. So that's what we did. It's still running after all that heat, fire, everything. So I was able to salvage.
Wow. I have a Phoenix right there.
What a horror, just a tough story, bro.
That hurt so much. I mean,
I can't imagine.
I had that phone call at work, and grown man, I had tears in my eyes.
I can only.
And it was more so just because I had my friend at Fastlane Performance. He was the one that helped me with that first build. Yeah. And we had so many hours into that car, like it was uncalled of. But this is where we're at now and starting over. So this time around, I was all like, YouTube, insured right away. YouTube and myself, I was all like, this is not leaving my garage. It wasn't until I was done with the build, of course, you know, doing it yourself. I'm not a true mechanic, obviously, IT guy, like you stated earlier. I had a few gremlins, a few starting problems.
I love it though, dude. You've brought it to life, man. And the car, look, it looks good enough that, and I can see things on it, you know? I mean, there's like this, right? There's stuff on it that needs tweaking, but it caught all of our eye enough to where we wanted to shoot the car.
Yeah, my wheels, the new intros that I just put on here, sponsored by Audio City. They gave them to me because I always post them on my IG, and they're all like, man, you always show us so much support and everything else. Here, these wheels are for you. Get rid of those ugly, the ones that I had on there before.
Wow, so you got those for exchange for doing some social media stuff. Yeah. Wow, I like the intro wheels on here. I think they're cool. Yeah. I'll bet you get a bunch of grief for the wheels and the color, huh?
Oh, all day. I was just telling about the comments that I get on social media. It's either love or hate between the color and the wheels, especially since they're 20s. Because nobody runs 20s on a Mustang.
Nope, that's enough to piss people off, man.
That right there, they're all like, what are those, wagon wheels? I get so many comments like, what are those? Get those off. No. They're all like, 18s is the biggest you should ever go. I'm all like, hey, it's my car. I'm going to do what I want.
See, dude, that's my approach with custom cars is, you know, when people gripe about things, my approach would be, if you don't like it, just keep your mouth shut because it's not your car. You know what I mean?
No.
That's my approach. And I know a bunch of you guys are going to disagree and you're going to go crazy here, which is fine. You know what I mean? But it's like this car seems very personal to you.
Oh, it definitely is. Just a quick thing. I know we're going to get plenty of questions on the color because even on my social media, everybody asks. I kept it Ford, believe it or not. This is a Ford color. So
it's not Nardo.
No, it's not Nardo. It's actually called Stealth Gray. It was like a 1 year or 2 year color for Ford. It's from a Ford Focus RS.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's so it's color code B9 for everybody out there.
Oh, you guys have got to be loving this guy. You don't even have any questions. He's answering every question.
Yeah. So fog lights are from a Harley Davidson.
I love that, dude.
The passing lights for a Harley Davidson, and then just the 7-inch Jeep headlights. I think everybody runs those these days. So
see a lot of those. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's cool. Let's go take it for a drive and we'll talk more and see what this thing's all about.
Yeah. No. Sounds like a plan.
Awesome, G. All right, you guys, before we go for a drive, we've got merch. We've got some cool black shirts with orange logo. We got the gray shirts with a black logo. We finally have women's tanks. We've got trucker hats, flex fit hats. We've got a whole sticker pack. Personally, my favorite item, we've got keychains. Now, let's go for a drive. Dude, the car just sounds so good.
Oh, man. Yeah. Like, I love when you get on it, it starts opening it up and it really screams.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the 320?
Dude, it's so funny to me. It's power to weight always, you know? It's like the car gets up and goes. I mean, your gearing's right on it. You've got the 5-speed, so you can go with that lower gear. Because what'd you say it is, 355?
355 gears.
Yeah. Yeah, so with that kind of gearing, I mean, right there in third gear, you know, at a roll-on, you've got plenty of pull.
Yeah, the brakes are decent. I mean, they're not big brakes yet. I do plan on going wheelwood big brakes eventually, but right now, it does the job.
There's plenty of get up and move. I mean, you're not gonna do 100-mile-an-hour burnouts, but do you need to?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's fun, but
it's fun, but like you said, you know, if you're more about hook and book, I mean, at a certain point, you are overpowered, you know?
I love the pops.
It's so good. Your exhaust tone on here is badass. I love the sound of your car, man.
We did it really safe. I gave it to 6.
Oh, so you will hit a rev limiter?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't, but it should technically.
Okay,
But I took it to, we tuned it to 6,000.
Okay, gotcha. You can see a bunch of burnout marks here from some of our
previous shoots.
Some of our shoots. Good to go? Now, who says 320 horsepower is not enough to have yourself a bunch of fun?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, that's it for our shoot of G's very cool 66 Mustang. I dig this. I mean, what a great story behind it too. The idea of, you know, having been so close with his other car and then it burns to the ground and he does this entire car himself, you know, little help from some friends. I absolutely dig this car, man. I've seen it out at a couple of events. Each time I've seen it, right away it catches my eye and my ear. It sounds incredible, looks great. You know, this is a very cool car, and driving it, once again, it's just the reminder for me that I am a power to weight guy. I love the big 1,000 horsepower plus cars that do burnouts in any gear at any speed. Personally, I love cars like this that you can drive the hell out of them. You can actually put your right foot all the way to the floor and enjoy the ride. So I think it's a total badass car. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, a huge thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we do. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And I will see you in the next episode. All right, man. Later.